What is going on YouTube? This is Matt Faircloth. So today we're going to tour a fix and flip we got here. It's a great property. It's probably it's going to rent around $18,000, and we're going to, my friend Umang's profit's going to be around $40,000. This is a good friend of mine, Umang. What's up, man?
Thank you.
Thanks for the tour. Check Umang's out other videos. He shot one with me about how to make $40,000 in fix and flips while you're holding down a full-time job. And also we're going to do another video that you guys should check out about how to do make lots of money doing deals on Hubzu. But today we're going to tour this property right here, which is, tell us what we got. You know, no addresses or anything like that, but how many beds, how many baths, how many square foot? Tell us what the property
is. Yeah, so this is total 1,500 square feet property.
Okay.
2 bedrooms, 2 bath, and you know, obviously a good living space here, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a garage.
Yep.
And also good size loft upstairs.
Yeah. So you got this on Hubzu. We're going to talk more about how to get great deals on Hubzu, but tell us what the place looked like when you bought it, when you got this place.
Yeah. So first of all, I got this, as you said, on Hubzu.
Yeah.
So I could not see the place. This was an online occupied auction.
It's like opening up a Christmas present.
Yeah.
Right?
So I got it, and there was a guy who was living until at least a week before I got this.
Mm-hmm.
This is, as I said earlier in that other video, this is my 11th property, and I got this occupied at least four occupied properties before.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the 5th one. And to my surprise, when I opened the door, it was like all mess here. So
what kind of mess was that?
Like too much, like a lot of furniture, a massive stinky furniture. The bedrooms were filled with all the garbage and all, even the kitchen. The food was there, you know, and you know, it was like a mess. I could not even walk here.
This owner just walked out the door.
Yeah, he just walked out, and you know, to my surprise, like I was talking to the neighbors here, and they said that he was living here until a week ago, and I have no idea how a human could live in this place.
So food laying out on the counter. Did you have a problem with bugs? Roaches or
yeah, a lot of those. Yeah.
Okay.
And this place was again carpet. The carpet throughout, and it was like stinky and messy.
Oh, sure.
Could not walk in.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you've done a great job turning the place so far, and what I'm really impressed by is that you've spent $18,000 to renovate this property, and I've spent, unfortunately, literally 10 times that on some flips that I've done. And they turned out okay, but what I like is that you've created a model that's a really light lift for this. So give us a tour, show us, I want you to start talking about how you've been able to leverage cost on things that look great. I've already seen the place, but things that look great that are really, really great costs that you've been able to either negotiate or just find that work. So let's take a look in the kitchen.
Yeah, so let's start with kitchen. So here you can see I've done a lot of work. The countertops. So there's an online company that I always go and buy. It's like around $35 a square foot installed.
So $35 a foot installed.
Yeah.
Are they coming out to build a template to measure?
So they would come here and they would measure it, and then within 2 weeks they would install it.
Okay.
And again, the sink comes standard. So it's basically it's all included.
Okay.
The appliances, you know, all appliances I put stainless steel ones, and it cost me about $1,800. I get it from a good friend of mine, and $1,800.
18 all in with a vent.
Yeah. So here this refrigerator, the exhaust fan, the cooking range, as well as the dishwasher.
There's a certain thing that some flippers do where they have to feel like they have to match. I see you got a Whirlpool fridge, a Frigidaire stove, and a Frigidaire dishwasher. You didn't brand match, right? Maybe that's not that important. I think that that's a misconception that buyers have to have. Oh, it's not all Whirlpool. That's insane. I'm not going to buy this place. I don't know if they necessarily care. I think that they, at the end of the day, if it's all stainless steel, it's all stainless steel, right? I mean,
Yeah. So I think
difference,
So honestly, people keep the same brand. At least I would speak for myself to get a good promotion, good deal. This is a much better property, much better neighborhood, and I decided to use a better refrigerator here. And in the Frigidaire, the one that was available I didn't like, so I decided to go with
Whirlpool. Yeah.
But generally I keep the same.
You do? Okay.
But no,
All right.
no specific reason other than getting a good deal.
I understand. Cabinets. So this kitchen, tell us what all you did here for $1,800 or for 18,000.
Yeah. So cabinets, they are the old cabinets. The only thing I did is this handles. I got it from online, like $2, like $1.50 a handle.
Right.
It's about
You don't have to change out cabinets, guys. Sometimes you can just change the handles. We've done deals where we've just changed the face of the cabinet. We actually just take this off and put a new door, and you just clean out the inside, put a new hinge set, and then a new door on it. That's it. That's all you got to do. We've done that for apartments, and we've done that for houses too. And it still presents itself, and it's a refaced, nicely done cabinet, but it isn't. You don't have to buy a whole new box.
Yep.
Right?
One last thing here is the backsplash that you see. It's like I spent total $1,000, including the like I paid some $500 for the handyman. So altogether it's like $1,000
to do a tile black. Yeah. If you guys do a flip for rentals, we don't do tile backsplash, but for flips, it's very, very common to do that. For a lot of flippers will do tile backsplash.
That's the first time I'm doing this one.
Yeah. So let's take a look at let's look at the rest of the house, bathrooms and stuff like that. Set upstairs here. Interesting. So when you guys do deals that have little dens, some homeowners may use this as a bedroom. I mean, this would be a home office for probably my family, or maybe like a kid playroom or something like that if the kids are old enough. But this is a really cool little space. So what did tell us what you did here.
Yeah, the other thing is, the only thing I did here is the floor, the carpet. I got again an online
new carpet.
And the paint, of course, throughout the house. So the flooring, this is like 1,500 square feet place. So I spent about it's normally it costs $2 a square feet installed. So altogether I spent like little less than $3,000 for this house. Paint again 3,000 square feet. Sorry, $3,000. That includes this stairs.
$2 a square foot.
$2 a square feet.
That's great. And I think that you and I talked before this video about just leveraging relationships, that you're able to create those great deals by, if people give you good prices, guys watching, maybe don't shop them every time that they give you a price to paint. If they give you the same price they did last time and you were happy and they're willing to do the same job again, maybe don't beat them up on price and just keep giving them the work, because they'll keep showing up and doing great work for you. In another video we shot with Umang was about Umang has a full-time job. So he needs contractors he can rely on that are going to just be here and do what he asks them to do on a regular basis. So there's a certain level of trust you need to reach with these guys. So maybe once they give you a good price, don't
stick to those.
Don't try and beat them down every time. So I'm going to give you a quick tip that works for us. See this outlet plate? These things are like $1 a piece. So consider swapping these out to the bone white ones, because they shine real nice with the white trim. So it'll cost you less than $100 plus labor to swap all these things out, and it gives it a nice shiny shiny finish, and everything like that. So consider, I'm not going to break your bank. I might take you a little over 18,000, but just a few bucks over.
This is pretty visible, I think. So it's a
to
good
make
idea.
it pop. Yeah. So just use it for what you want. Free idea. So
thank you.
Let's head downstairs. So Umang, you had a surprise here that drove up your $18,000 budget, because you were even planning on spending less here. But we had you had the HVAC machine die on you, right?
Yes. So this is totally unexpected. So this is like about 27 years old property, and a lot of properties that
that's brand new. That's from when they built
that's from their
original.
So I was hoping that this would be fine, but it just turned out that I need to replace the whole system, heating as well as AC. So it's about $5,000 extra. Which was not expected, but still I'm comfortable.
I can tell you that the buyer's home inspector, if this thing were 27 years old, would have caught it. They would have pointed out to you. So don't beat yourself up too much, or don't be mad about it too much. I think you would have had to replace it no matter what, because that's something. A tip for you guys is home inspectors. If there's an appliance or especially a utility like this that's old, they're gonna call it out, and they may ask you for a credit to replace it, or just point out to the homeowner that this machine's going to die on them and cost them $5,000 within a year or two of them taking ownership. So, but I'm sorry you had to pay the expense.
No, and also I think it also sells quickly. So
Yes.
it helps you.
Well, you can put it on the listing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If anything's
Yeah.
brand new,
Yeah.
put it in there.
Yeah.
Even a new hot water heater, whatever it is, post that if anything's new, put that it's new, and that'll just help you sell.
Yep.
So
Great.
let's take a look back here. All right. So this is a really greatly done bathroom. It's I don't want to use the word basic in a bad way, but it's very, basic, but it looks nice and clean.
Yeah.
And when I say basic, all I mean is that you really didn't go super big and frills and spills, but you don't have to, right? If you had to guess, what was your cost to redo just this bathroom if you had to figure?
So I'll say about $1,400.
$1,400, right? Yeah. So tell us what you did.
Yeah, so there is in the real estate world, I think there is a misconception that bathrooms cost about $10,000.
Oh,
right?
God.
But
my favorite thing to do is to ask someone that's not in real estate how much it costs to do a kitchen, or how much to do a bathroom or something like that. Like, well, a kitchen's probably $50,000 to do a kitchen. You have no idea. Anyway, so
here what? So
you're right. It's a misconception. So you did this bathroom for $1,300.
Yeah.
What did you do?
So what I did is vanity with the mirror. This is like $169 set. Okay?
Yeah.
Bathtub was fine, so I just put the tile around, and this is, like, to my surprise, 79 cents a square feet.
Yeah.
Okay, it's pretty cheap, like $110-$15 just tile altogether.
Yeah.
And then a handyman, he took like couple days worth of work, and
he did a beautiful job.
Yeah.
And you just cleaned that tub out real nice. Did he do this floor too?
Yeah, the floor too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
$1,300. New tiled floor, new toilet, new vanity, and a tiled shower stall, and a nice coat of paint. And this is a really, really freshened up bathroom. Again, like I said, it's basic, but for a flip, it doesn't have to be frills and spills or anything like that. You can just do a basic unit, and people are happy with that because it's clean and it's new.
Yep.
So we had a typical bedroom here, right? There's a few dollars you can spend in a bedroom that you took me through here ahead of time. I was really impressed by. You made this bedroom really, really pop. For not much money. I'll ask you, I don't know if you know, how much money did you spend in this bedroom? And it looks great.
I don't think I spent more than like $500 here.
Yeah, to redo a bedroom. So what'd you do?
So what I did is a new fan. It's like $40.
$40 for a fan.
Couple blinds there.
Yeah, but but like people would just put in like a $10 dome light.
Yeah.
You've seen those?
Yeah.
Right? But another couple dollars for a fan, and for a flip, that's like, oh, it's got ceiling fans.
Yep.
Those are great. Those are a value, and it's only $40. You get a lot of bang for your buck.
Yeah, and then this carpet.
Yeah.
So,
You put the blinds in.
yeah. So
This is a nice touch. If you guys are doing flips, consider the blinds cost what?
$15 each.
$15 each,
Yeah.
right? But it's a nice finished look. I mean, guilty. On some of my flips, I don't put blinds in, but you're inspiring me. It's like, it's just a nice look. Even if it's a custom size window and you got to go to a custom blind shop, they'll still cut them to size for you and install them. It's not that much money. These are standard window sizes because this is a condo, so the windows are all standard. And that, so blinds, coat of paint, flooring, ceiling fan. Did you put this quarter round in, or was
No, it was already there, but that was in brown color, so I just changed it to white. So that's about it.
So a fresh coat of paint to spice everything up, and windows. You just need some pulls on those doors, and you're good to go. $500 for a bedroom. Cool. We're here in the master bath now, right? A little bigger vanity, a little nicer, and everything like that. But a lot of people feel like they need to go with the high end. You just went for a standard piece of glass, right? And that, which is very affordable and everything like that. I find that people spend too much money on bath dressing. Unless you're doing a luxury fix and flip, which we haven't said yet. What's your sell price here?
This is like around $235 to $240.
$235 to $240. That market isn't going to. You don't need the rainwater shower stall or the super cool vanity. This is probably entry level home buyer that's just grateful to have something that's nice and clean. And so this mirror is fine for a $235 sell price. So how much was this bathroom reno?
Same, about $1,000.
About $1,000. Okay.
So here basically a new vanity, new toilet.
This was a few dollars more than that other one.
Yeah, right? This one is like $250 or so.
But it's master bedroom. You got to spend a few more dollars in the master bedroom, but not much, right? Okay.
And the floor.
Yeah,
So
that's great. And you went nicer floor here too, which for the master guys, spend a few. It doesn't have to be spend 10,000 more.
Yeah.
It could be just a few dollars more. These are nicer tiles, like the rectangle,
Definitely,
elongated
yes.
tiles.
Yep.
Nicer vanity.
Yep.
You know, everything else is pretty much the same.
Yep.
You know. And that now you didn't tile the shower stall. I was recommending that you do. It's going to cost you maybe another 500 or whatever to do like you did next door,
Yeah.
and that'll just blow the lid off this place. It'll be a good bang for your buck.
that's
So.
a good suggestion. Yeah,
Cool.
definitely going for that.
Cool. Let's finish up out in the kitchen. We'll show you guys the fireplace out there too.
Yep.
Finishing up the tour here, but I noticed this coming in, this cool, I guess this is a gas insert
Yes.
fireplace.
Yes.
Cool. These are great. People love them. They love the look of them. I find that people actually don't use them, but they like having them in their home and everything like that. So you didn't replace the unit. It still works,
The
right?
unit is in good shape.
Yeah. So what all are you doing to this?
Yeah, so I'm just putting some like this. I just painted this
The mantle,
black. Yeah. And then I'm just putting some tile around it.
Just it.
Yeah, this is the one that's going here.
Cool. What'd you pay for this?
It's pretty cheap, like little less than $3.
$3 for this panel.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And you're gonna drop them in like that, or
Yeah,
whatever?
that's how it's going. And then I have a black tile. This one.
For the bottom here.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is probably less than 1,000 to do this whole
No,
thing.
this is like $200, 250.
That's great.
Yep.
$200. You can add like a nice pop to your living room here, guys, for your flips. So, Umang, this is fantastic. 18. So give us run down the numbers, okay?
Yep.
So you bought it for what?
I bought it for 161, all inclusive.
Cool. And you bought it on Hubzu. We're gonna have another conversation and another video about how to buy properties on Hubzu.
Yep.
Okay. So 161 all in.
Yep.
Reno is 18K.
$18,000.
Okay. So then you're like 170.
180,
Okay. Did you borrow any of the money, or was all your?
No, it's my own money.
Okay, so it's your own cash. So you guys can do it with maybe a home equity line. If you got a home equity line, you can bring in a private lender to do deals and borrow the money. You can even, if you're bankable, you can even get a small community bank in your local area to finance deals like this. You don't have to be doing this with cash. So then there's you're in for like 170, 180, and you're gonna what do you think it's worth?
Yeah, so this is like 235, 240. Yeah.
235, 240. Okay. When you're done, so you're going to pay about probably 10,000 or so in real estate commissions plus a few. So again, you're putting $18,000 in rent, and you stand to make in the neighborhood of $40,000 on this property. A great cleanup project. Keep an eye, guys, in your area on local condos. This is a condo development. Condos are great. It's not going to be a full gut and maybe not be a huge amount of construction, but you can spend some time just cleaning it up and bringing it back to life and putting a reasonable price tag on it. So, cool. Umang, thank you so much. Cool.
Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great, profitable week.